Hello guys, welcome to iTutor Academy, and today's session we will discuss the unit 8 leadership theory parts. Okay, in last videos we discussed introduction and leadership styles. If you have any doubts, you can comment it on comment box or contact on the provided number in the video. So let's begin about the theories, leadership theories. Okay, and first one is trait theory. This theory, as described by Kelly in 1974, attempt to classify what personal characteristics such as physical, personality, and mental are associated with the leadership success. Trait theory relies on research that related various traits to the success of a leader. A lengthy list of traits has been made to describe an effective leader in terms of certain characteristics. A broad classification of 6 categories of traits are given below. That what are the categories? 6 categories. The one is physical characteristics of the leader, such as age, height, weight, and background. That is characteristics: education, social status, mobility, and experience. Then is intelligence, ability, that is judgment and knowledge. Then personality: aggressiveness, alertness, dominance, decisiveness, enthusiasm, extroversion, independence, self confidence, authoritarianism, and task oriented. It is characteristics: achievement, needs, responsibility, initiative, and persistence. Social characteristics: supervisory ability, cooperativeness, popularity, prestige, tact, diplomacy. And these characteristics, according to some people, are considered valid indicator of successful leader. But if you compare leader by various physical, personality, and intelligence traits, you may find very difficult agreement on this. Some findings point out to the fact that leaders are intelligent individuals, but they do not provide any clue as to whether leaders are brighter than their followers or are as close to them in intelligence. Again, some of the personality traits are overlapping with each other. Therefore, you need to be cautious in stating personality or any other characteristics as cause of successful leadership. You must ask the question: who is a successful leader? Is he far superior physically? Is he far brighter? Is he more mature as person? Is he more motivated to achieve his goals? And does he have more consideration for his followers, etc.? Some of the traits may describe a successful leader, but predicting successful leaders on the basis of traits alone is not a correct approach. The followers have a significant effect on the job accomplished by the leader. Trait theory completely ignores the followers and the situations that also help a leader to be successful. Secondly, we should also weigh in our own mind which of the objectives, confident or independent or intelligence, is relatively more important in becoming a successful leader. You may observe one or all the above traits as important in successful leader, whereas your friend may feel that an enthusiastic, aggressive, and authoritarian person is a good leader. To be more objective, traits of the person as well as demand of the situation together determine the effectiveness of the leader. And second is group and exchange theories of leadership. These theories, as reported by Hollander and Julian, that is on 1969, states that the leader provides more benefit or regards than burden or cost for followers who help him achieve the goal of the organization. There must be a positive exchange between the leader and followers in order for group goals to be accomplished. The leader can give rewards to his followers in the form of praise or pay, increase or promotion for accomplishment of the group goal or task. This has positive impact on attitude, satisfaction and performance of the followers. In return, they respect the leader and give due regard for the status and esteem and believe in the heightened influence. As you are already aware that a leader emphasizes initiating structure when followers do not perform very well, increases emphasis on consideration when the followers do a good job. In return, the perception of followers of his being an effective leader increases. Hence, the leader and the followers mutually affect each other. And the next is social learning theory. Social learning theory by Bandura in 1977 states that there is a continuous reciprocal interaction between environment and behavior as shown in figure 1. That is, and behavior and environment. Three elements are interconnected. Person and environment function in conjunction with the behavior itself and reciprocally interact to determine behavior. A person, through his action, produces the environment condition that affect behavior in a reciprocal fashion. The experiences generated by behavior also partly determine what a person become and can do. This in turn affect the subsequent behavior. The theory is called social learning theory because individuals learn in an environment in the process of interacting with each other, which is a social process. Okay, and you will appreciate the application of this theory in understanding the behavior of a leader and the continuous reciprocal interaction between the person and environment, including subordinates and their needs and experience objectives in the organization abilities, skill, energy, performance, etc., known as contingencies that regulate their behavior. The social learning approach to leadership can shown in figure 2. There is leader that include the cognition. Social learning approach to a leadership. Leader behavior is their leader environment. It's an included subordinate and their behavior pattern, etc. Okay, the three aspect of this theory of leadership assume that the leader know how behavior is controlled by various needs, situation and experience that undergoes. The leader works with the subordinates to discover what those needs, situation and experience. The leader and the subordinate jointly attempt to discover ways in which they can manage their individual behavior to produce mutually satisfying as well as organizationally productive outcome. In this approach, the leader and the subordinate have a negotiable and interactive relationship. They are continuously aware of how they can modify or influence each other's behavior by giving the rewards or holding back the performance respectively. Next is managerial grid theory. Okay, and in managerial grid theory shown in figure 3, interaction between person and task orientation. Okay, and leaders can be oriented towards both the task and person. This theory by Blake and Morton in 1978 has popular application of both the task and person orientation. According to this theory, leaders are most effective when they achieve a high and balanced concern for people and for task. And next is there can be 81 possible combination. You should try to understand the 5 type that are shown in the diagram. There will be given you basic understanding of the theory, and you just go through this 5 basis of combinations. You can go through this, and activity also there based on the theory. Okay, and the next is contingency theory of leadership. Regarding this theory, Fiedler 1967 states that leader may become effective if the situation is favorable in 3 ways. There are good leader member relation showing acceptance of the leader by the group, details of task spelled out the leader's position, and a great deal of authority and power is formally attributed to the leader's position. With these 3 favorable situations and the style of functioning, a leader will be effective. When the situation is very favorable or very unfavorable to the leader, the task oriented leader is effective. When the situation is moderately favorable to the leader, the person oriented leader is effective. Example of moderately favorable situation to person oriented leader: a leader with a good interpersonal relationship may be developing a new policy that will have great impact on the work group. Okay, and next is path goal leadership theory. This theory by House 1971 stated that the leader smooths out the path towards goal and provides reward for achieving them. As a leader, you should understand the needs of the people and their desire to work or behave in way that accomplishes goals that satisfy those needs. This theory is based on a situation of the above kind. If you know the need of the person and the desire to work and is able to accomplish the work, you can reward to make the person feel happy and satisfied. In essence, you are doing three things. One, you are motivating the member of the group by clarifying the path to personal reward that result from attaining work goals. You have thus fixed on the job and made to see that the person performance can lead to positive or negative rewards. Two, you have already made the path goal clear to the member and also told about what the job requires. You need not say too many things about the job, as this may decrease the interest in the work and deter the performance. 3. You must offer the reward to the member of the group who actually accomplishes the task. Your reward may be a prize or increase in the pay or promotion of the member to a higher position. Your judgment about the desirability of the member to a higher position is crucial. Your judgment about the desirability of the member's effort and the goal helps you to decide whether reward can be given. It is very important for the leader to know every member as a person in order to use a style to get the best out of the member. For example, a task oriented leader is preferred by a highly achievement oriented member, whereas a person oriented leader is preferred by a person who needs a good deal of affiliation with the other. Similarly, it does good for the leader to know each situation to adjust his style of functioning for better results. With a clear task on hand, members feel satisfied if the leader is supporting them. They may not show a lot of output, but they are satisfied. Okay, and this is about the theories based on the leadership. Next is modern theories of leadership is there. Modern theories are charismatic leadership theory, and next is transformation leadership theory. These are modern theories, and servant leadership is there. Next is substitute for leadership is there, and authentic leadership, and abusive leadership. Okay, these are the modern theories about the leadership part. Okay, we will just discuss one by one. Charismatic leadership theory. Charismatic leadership is a throwback to the old concept of a leader as being those who, by the force of their personal ability, are capable of having profound and extraordinary effect on the followers. Although the charismatic concept or charisma goes as far back as the ancient Greek and is cited in Bible, its modern development is often attributed to the work of Robert House on the basis of the analysis of political and religious leaders. Okay, and the transformational leadership theory. Many years ago, James McGregor Byrne identified two type of political leadership, and the transactional and transformational. The more traditional transactional leadership involve an exchange relationship between leaders and followers, but transformational leadership is based more on leaders shifting the values, belief and need of their followers. Okay, and next is servant leadership, a leadership approach coined by Robert K. Greenleaf 1970, in which the leader has a desire to serve first and leads in such a way that those being served become healthier, wiser, freer or more autonomous, more likely themselves to become servant. Servant leadership exhibit an approach that is more humanistic and relationally oriented. The development in humanistic approach to leadership is taking more progressive step currently. Servant leaders lead because they want to serve others, and they practically set example before giving directions. Okay, this is about servant leadership and a substitute for leadership. Substitute for leadership because of dissatisfaction with the progress of leadership theory and research in explaining and predicting the effect of leader behavior on performance outcome. Some of the basic assumption about the importance of leadership per se have been challenged over the years. One alternative approach that received attention proposed that there may be certain substitutes for leadership that make leader behavior unnecessary and redundant and neutralizes that prevent the leader from behaving in a certain way or that counteract the behavior. Okay, you just go through this material, ignore study material of your MMPC, so you can read more about the same. Okay, I just explaining this shortly. Okay, authentic leadership. Although there are a number of newly emerging theories such as servant leadership, political leadership, contextual leadership, e-leadership, primal leadership, relational leadership, positive leadership, shared leadership and responsible leadership. In these times of unprecedented challenges facing organizational leaders, okay, believe that the authentic leadership is a needed approach. Drawing from Luther's work on positive organizational behavior and psychological capital and Avalio's work on transformational and full range leadership, recently proposed a specific model of authentic leadership development. That is about authentic leadership. And abusive leadership exercise power to serve their own interest by dominating and authoritative way to achieve what they want, and they manipulate others to gain their purpose, and they want to win at any cost, although they know how to show that they are loyal and working for the organization. Actually, they are preoccupied to the numberance. And Baron and Newman 1998 explained that abusive behavior is a behavior which is harmful to others. Okay, okay, this is about the theory part of the leadership. If you have any doubt, you can comment it on comment box, and other parts of unit 8 we will discuss on next video onwards. Okay, this is about today's session. Thank you.